All right, welcome back everybody to another video from CryptoGibby. Uh, so today's video, well, it's just been an eventful morning and night, so just going to get through this. Um, oh, the date just changed. So going over Bitcoin halving information here. Um, just changed to April 20th. Dates fluctuating, nothing new. But just want to do every single video at the beginning just to remind you guys that yes, Bitcoin distribution rate is going to be cut in half around April time frame. Yep, that's about it for having information. Let's move on to market data, crypto market prices and data. Let's see what we got going on here. So since I really started paying attention, this is the lowest I've seen the fear and greed index. It's been here for quite a while, but I've never really paid attention to it. But now it's at 50%. I think yesterday sometime, I think it was at 40 something percent. Well, I mean, not percent, just 50. So I think it was like at 40 something yesterday, but today it's just neutral at 50%. As of right now, the Bitcoin is actually up by 3.76%, is back over $40,000. Ethereum is up by 2.77, $2,200. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. BNB, quietly, since I hardly ever talk about BNB. But you know, I need to start getting more into that. I need to start accumulating this more too. Of 0.35%. Solana is up by 0.85. I mean, not point, by 8.52. That little nice gain. XRP 2.95. Back to 51%. Cardano is still below 50 cents right now, but it's up by 3.98%. Avalanche 12.89. That's a nice gain. Dogecoin 3.36. And just because I talked about it a lot, I'm going to check out Shiba right now. 3.65. Polygon 2.91. So as you guys can see, everything is down, but it took a little upside turn. It was the last day. And that's been mostly what I've been seeing in the news recently. It's just articles, as I stated this yesterday, articles talking about this coin, that coin has plummeted, this coin has gone down. Is it the end? Will we ever recover? So on and so forth. As I stated before, this is just all expected. When the whole crypto market turns down, when Bitcoin and Ethereum turn down, basically everything else is going to follow. So, you know, it's just a matter of time. It's just, we call them weak hands, paper hands. These people who got into the market, whatever, a lot of them are probably selling. But I've been kind of speculating about what's been going on. I've been trying to figure out what was going on. But I ran into an article yesterday, and it kind of goes into what I wanted, the prices and stuff. So let's move on to our first article here. Don't need this stuff. So investor exodus from Grayscales Bitcoin Trust GBTC drives Bitcoin below $39,000. So let's see, first part here. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GBTC has experienced a massive investor exodus, causing the price of Bitcoin to drop below $39,000 mark for the first time in nearly 2 months. Since a successful transition to a spot exchange traded fund ETF on January 11th, GBTC has witnessed over $3.4 billion in outflows. As a response, Grayscale has been depositing billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin to crypto exchange Coinbase Prime, presumably for sale. Yeah, so I was wondering what was causing the price of the market to fall since the approval of the Bitcoin ETFs. And this is not the entire reason, but this is part of the reason here. So I guess, since the approval, Grayscale has had a lot of users just leave the ETF, and I don't know what they're doing. Don't know if they're jumping over to other platforms, other ETFs, or they just leaving it completely. No idea. So I don't know if it's people scared of the price swings going up and down, or something I realized is that maybe Grayscale ETF is just, I think their fees are too high. We're going to go into that in just a second. There's a chart I'm going to bring up here in a moment. So let me see, make sure that reading. So here we go right here. This was a chart, a tweet that a guy posted yesterday. Well, yeah, sometime yesterday. And I actually have the tweet up right here, the chart. So this shows the daily change in the spot Bitcoin ETFs for each ETF here. And if you guys see the first column, let's see, in January 10th, 2024, the first column shows the amount of change in Bitcoin each ETF has taken, has obtained. But as you can see, Grayscale is at the very bottom. And as you can see, each day, they are subtracting Bitcoin from their holdings. And once again, I talked about the fee. I'm assuming that this column right here is fees. Grayscale Bitcoin ETF is 1.5. Everybody else is under. The highest is 0.39. So yeah, if you're in a ETF and all of them are doing the same thing, and you got a fee of 1.5, yeah, I would exit as well and get into another one. So, that's part of what I found out, that may be part of the reason why Bitcoin and the entire crypto market is down for a little bit. And this was shared by someone on Twitter, by CC15 Capital. Yeah. So then another factor too, and what they talk about, is that so FTX and Mt. Gox right now are in the process of trying to, what is it called, to pay customers from those platforms back to crypto that they're owed. So let's see here. The recent surge in outflows has been partially attributed to the activities of the defunct crypto exchange FTX. Reportedly, FTX sold off 2/3 of its 22.3 million shares of GBTC for 3 trading days. FTX still retains approximately 8 million shares valued at roughly 281 million, which are yet to be sold. And another factor looming over the cryptocurrency market is the potential movement of Bitcoin from the infamous Mt. Gox exchange. The Mt. Gox trustee has reportedly contacted creditors to facilitate identity verification for crypto exchange accounts. So yeah, so we have 2 big movements of Bitcoin, and both of these could approximately will more than likely prompt a sell in Bitcoin if they haven't already. Some users may get those coins and then sell them immediately. But excuse me. But we will see. But this partially told the story of why Bitcoin is dropping in price. Yeah. So no need to spend too much more time on this one here. But so as you guys knew, we have the Bitcoin ETFs, which have been approved. And everybody been speculating recently that Ethereum ETFs is going to follow suit soon. And so I thought that it may be some time before we get these, but come to find out that you have financial institutions already pushing the SEC to get these approved. And right here, crypto journalists reveal insider source leaked information on Ethereum Spot ETF. Will it be approved? So this article, as I was doing research on the previous article, news I just went through, I saw this article here, and I was like, okay, let me just go through here. So it took me a while to try to figure out exactly where this path led to, but I finally figured it out. But let's go through from the beginning here. Let's see, in a recent statement, cryptocurrency journalist Eleanor Tourette explained various perspectives on the potential approval of Ethereum spot ETFs. Yeah, I don't want to read all of this yet because I'm going to go through in the next couple screens here. But what I have highlighted, when asked about SEC Chairman Gary Gensler's unclear position on Ethereum status as a potential security, the source said that the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, considers Ethereum a commodity, and Ripple does not allow XRP to be traded in the secondary market. He noted that partial court victory on the non-security issue would make it harder for Gensler to argue that most digital assets are securities in the future. So yeah, I talked about the difference between a commodity and a security a couple of days ago. So yeah, I think it was like 2 videos ago. So if you guys want to know, check out that video, and I did it towards the end, and it also has it bookmarked. Is it bookmarked? Timestamp. That's what it's called. Let's see. Make sure I went over everything on this article here I want to talk about. So my notes again. CFTC. Yep. I'm trying to figure out information about it. Okay, so this is what it was. So as I read this information, I was trying to figure out what information was leaked that the article was referring to. So I had to do a little bit more digging, and I came across this one right here. SEC has a hard nose. I swear, I be messing up reading all the time. SEC has a hard no stance on spot Ethereum ETFs, but issuers are optimistic. Fox reporter. This is from Eleanor Tourette, who I just talked about earlier. Notably, Tourette suggests that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is opposed to approving a spot Ethereum ETF, she said. So, once again, Gary Gensler and his cronies, whatever you want to call an SEC department, they want to consider crypto securities in which they're improperly applying the Howey test to crypto, because what they just want to control it. But the CFTC is like, no, it's a commodity. And because of Bitcoin got approved because of the Grayscale lawsuit, the the SEC was basically forced to just go ahead and approve them, so they approved all of them at once. Because they said that Bitcoin was not a security, but they still did not want to approve it. But they was kind of forced. But since they are considering Ethereum to be a security, they're definitely trying to have pushback on getting an Ethereum ETF approved. But, once again, the lawsuits against XRP, the win by XRP, the lawsuits against Grayscale, the lawsuit with Coinbase, all of these things are falling into place. And then a judge is also pushed back on some of the arguments that the SEC has made in court. SEC is making contradictions in their own cases. All of these things are pushing for, which I thought could be sometime later in 2024, 2025 possibly. Now it's looking like it could be around the summer of 2024, in which these Ethereum ETFs could possibly be approved. But it goes on to say here, Tourette also noted that SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce, known for her pro-cryptocurrency stance, has advocated for a more straightforward decision process. The SEC in part approved spot Bitcoin ETFs because one applicant, Grayscale, obtained a legal victory, as I stated previously what I was saying, their victory in court. As SEC Chair Gary Gensler explained in his statement, peers criticized that approach in an interview with crypto news platform Coinage today, as she said that ETF approval should involve regular way consideration rather than court cases compelling action. Regular way consideration. I don't know what that actually means, but so yeah, we may be getting these ETFs a lot sooner than expected. Another unnamed issuer said that they expect a spot Ethereum ETF to launch by the end of the summer because of the SEC's earlier approval of Ethereum's futures ETFs. Exactly. I can't remember. Like I said, I wasn't big in the financial space, don't know all the terminologies, but Ethereum's future ETF is actually different from an Ethereum ETF. I don't know the exact term. Well, what exactly a futures actually mean. I did a little bit of research, but I don't want to give out my definition because it may be completely wrong. I don't completely understand it as of yet. But anyway, we may be having Ethereum's ETFs by the summer, possibility. And if we do get that approved, with Bitcoin ETFs approved and Ethereum ETFs approved, you can bank on you're going to probably start seeing a waterfall of different crypto assets ETFs being approved soon afterwards. And I think that's probably what Gary Gensler and SEC is trying to prevent from happening. Because, as I said before, they just want to control the crypto space. But, my thing was, I was trying to figure out, they were saying issuers and then a leak. So both these articles I just went over, this one here and the crypto journalist here, these two, I was wondering what they were referring to, and I actually found the tweet here. This is the tweet that Eleanor Tourette posted on Twitter, which sparked both of those articles there. So it talked about everything we said in here, and I guess she had a source that gave her some information that she reported on. So yeah, I'll link. Which I need to start doing too. I need to start putting links of all of these articles in the video description. So links of these articles and this tweet will be in the video description on this video, and I need to start doing that going forward. But yeah, I was expecting today's video to be kind of short, but as I was wrapping up my research, I ran into something today in which I want to start speaking on a little bit more also on the channel. Right here. Crypto phishing scams drain $600,000 from users tricked by fake airdrops. So scammers use the fake airdrop campaigns and trustworthy crypto brands to lure victims. Yeah, this is something that I try to be mindful of too when I go through my emails and when I connect my wallet to different websites and exchanges. When I first started, I was kind of cautious because I didn't understand everything completely. I was using protocols and stuff, and I got my experience in crypto more so from the usage and the tinkering with different elements, opposed to going through and studying and reading articles and documentation. But now I've got to the point now in my crypto journey where I still do a lot of usage and tinkering, but now I've got to the point where I also do a lot more reading and understanding documentation. And I'm still increasing that aspect in my crypto journey as well. So one of the things when you connect your wallet to a site, you need to be aware of what permissions you are giving that platform when you connect your wallet. Like, say, if you use a MetaMask, it may ask you to sign a transaction and give permissions to a website. You need to look at to see what they say. I don't know I know, like with MetaMask, you can go through and when you click it, it'll say something right, like read addresses, read transaction data, may say something along the lines of also, and it says suggest transactions to be approved. It says suggest. I do not know what a scam website permission would say. I never researched that. And I need to research that and report on that as well. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me make a note of that right now. So I can know what to look for later on. Let's see. Research permissions for scams. That's all the note I need. That's all the note I'll need for this one. But anyway, I got some other stuff I want to talk about. Let's just read this article here. A massive phishing scam stole almost 600,000 in almost 10 hours today, according to pseudonymous on-chain detective Zach XBT. After amassing the six-figure amount, the scammer sent around 520,000 in Ether to Railgun's mixer. Blockchain analytics firm Nansen pointed out a few hours later. Okay, so he sent the scam email, and it was from 4 different entities. Here it is. Phishing is a type of scam where bad agents mimic the website of trustworthy firms to lure users into giving their personal information. In this case, the scammer sent emails posing as Cointelegraph. This is a news site. Token Terminal. I've never used this service. Wallet Connect. Yes, I've used Wallet Connect a lot. That's a way to use to connecting wallets to different platforms. And D.Fi, basically De.Fi. I've never used their platform, never heard of it. I'm going to check them out to see what they are. But yeah, so sent emails, and this is one example of the email right here. But if you want, I'm going to link this to this article this tweet right here from Zach XBT. He linked all 4 of them, all 4 scam emails. This is one on Telegraph. This is from Token Terminal. Wallet Connect, that's the Wallet Connect logo. And this is from, assuming from D.Fi. I don't see the name in here. Blah, 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 Web3. I'm just looking to see. It don't say the name, but I'm assuming that this is from D.Fi. But yeah, if you guys want to go through and read each of those to see, I will link that to you guys go through and look to see what happened. But then also, this was something else that happened too. In another security incident within the last 24 hours, Noise X, formerly Twitter, account was breached. Noise is a layer 1 blockchain built-in Cosmos ecosystem dedicated to generating true randomness on-chain. After its X account was hacked, the bad agents published a link to a faked airdrop. Until the time of this writing, the Noise team didn't reveal how much was stolen from users. So yeah, guys, we're in that season again. We're in the hype cycle, the bull run, the altcoin season, all of this stuff you guys are going to see. And when we get into these seasons here, the bull cycle, you're going to start seeing a lot more scams pop up, because these scammers are trying to get coins. And then also you have people who are airdrop hunting. And since I said, let's read this other part here, right up here, I forgot to highlight this. Let's see. All publishing emails have one thing in common: fake airdrop campaigns. Following the GTO token airdrop, which paid $10,000 on average to users of Solana's liquid staking protocol, the crypto community has been on a rampage hunting for those rewards directed to early adopters. So yeah, so altcoin season, hype season, you're going to have people searching for airdrops. I know the last cycle, that's when I was on my airdrop craze. I was going through trying to find as many new protocols as I can to connect my wallet, to do a little small transaction to see if I can get airdrops. This cycle, I'm not too much concerned about it. I'm only going to be using, if a platform interests me and it has some type of feature that I am interested in, that's probably going to be the only reason I use it. I may not be connecting my wallet just to random platforms just to try to claim an airdrop. Because, from my experience, what happened, a lot of those platforms went belly up. They went bankrupt. They no longer exist. So I've seen it happen before. This right here is my third cycle. I was not aware of the first cycle. The second cycle is 2020, 2021 time frame. I didn't know too much, but this cycle right here, I'm much more experienced. So a lot of things that I will not do. But going through here, there's a couple of things I want to put out here into the atmosphere right here, into the ether, so you guys to make some security changes and make sure your accounts are secure. So number one, if you guys have any social media accounts, and with me also trying to become more of a crypto influencer on social media, this is something I'm going to make sure and go through, which I'm pretty sure I do, but I'm going to go through and recheck. Guys, make sure that you do have multi-factor authentication on all of your accounts. If you disabled it, enable it again. Make sure you have either, the Google multi-factor, two-factor authentication. I think Microsoft has one. You can do multi-factor using your cell phone number or with email. You need to have some type of way to verify your account to log in other than just a password, because a lot of passwords, as you guys know, the SEC Twitter account was hacked the day before they approved the Bitcoin ETFs, and there was a big thing about that because the multi-factor authentication was disabled. But if they had a multi-factor authentication, it would have been more likely to prevent what happened. So that's one. Make sure you guys have multi-factor authentication. Two, if you guys get emails, do not click the links in your emails. First off, if you get something about airdrops, anything in the financial space, especially in crypto, if you get something that says, hey, we got free money for you, or check this out, especially in these what's the word I'm looking for? In these realms, like financial and spaces and stuff like that, look at the email, go to the publishers or the sender's website, check their social media accounts, see if they have any announcements about the email you received on their official accounts and everything first before you click an email. If you don't see any announcement on either their website or their social media accounts, just assume that the email you received about free money, free airdrops is a scam. Don't click on it. And if you want to go even further, message those users or those brands to see what's going on there. And actually, I would also recommend sending them a screenshot of the email to let them know, because you never know, you may be the very first one to contact them and they may not be aware of the scam. But if you send it to them, they can make their users aware of a scam email and put out what's going on, so they may prevent a lot other more users from being scammed. So don't click on links in your email. Verify with these social media and websites of the brands to make sure that what you received is valid. All right, let's see what else I got here. Don't click on emails. Go to send this website. Visit social media. Yep. All right, another thing. This goes back to verifying the websites. When you go to the website, if you got an email from a scammer, like I said, do not click the emails. But then also, when you go to their websites, actually type in their address in your address bar in your browser, or go to Google and type their name, and Google will more likely suggest the very first couple of searches will be the actual legit site. But do not click any links in there. And you need to verify your link in your address bar too, because say something to give Google as an example. As you guys know, Google address is google.com, but there may be a scammer that may register google.com with 3 O's to fake users, to scam users, thinking that is a fake, to think that it is a legitimate website, but it's actually a fake. So verify your addresses in your web bar and your address bar too in your browser. And I said this earlier when I first started this. When you clicking on platforms and you connecting your wallet, pay attention to the permissions you are granting to websites that you connect your wallet to. Always pay attention. I've noticed I've been a lot more cautious about that when I click on anything, even when I'm connected to websites I've connected to over and over again, like OpenSea, things like probably Sunday Swap or anything like that. I check my permissions now. I read my permissions thoroughly. Yep, do that. Another thing too is, if you guys, a security feature in which is it is intended, but I didn't realize it later on, is using a password manager. Myself, I use a password manager called Dashlane. I actually have an affiliate link in the description in the video. If you guys want, you can download it. I'll mention it again. But using the password manager, what it does is that when you go to websites, it saves your password. It saves your username and your password, and it actually saves the website, the legitimate website address in there. So what it does, it actually prevents you from going to fake websites entering your information. So let's say, once again, we're using Google as an example. With Dashlane, if I went to google.com, the actual website, it will put my login details in the appropriate fields, right? But if I made a mistake and went to Google, G-O-O, G-O-O, I'm just all, my bad, I got a message that popped up here. Got a little distracted. Google with 3 O's, GOOOGLE.com. If I went to that website and I did not realize that was the fake website, my password manager will not put any of my login details in those fields. So when I go to the site, I'll be looking on there like, okay, why is my login details not in the appropriate fields? And the first thing I do, I look at the URL, and then I will realize, like, oh, this is not Google's website, this is fake. So then I'll know to get off that website. Now, as of right now, Dashlane does not have a way to determine De.Fi protocols. Like if you go to a fake website that only has you connect with your wallet, Dashlane don't have a way to determine that as of yet. But if you're logging into a website where you have to log in with a username and password, that's what Dashlane is for. If anybody knows any type of plugin or service that does track the legitimate URLs for different DeFi protocols, kind of like what Dashlane does, let me know in the comments. I've never had a chance to research anything about that. But yeah, I just want to go over this, but this is because this right here is a protect your funds, protect your assets, security, Web3 security news information I wanted to present to you guys today. So let's see here. So this is about the end of the news from news articles, but I wanted to talk about something where there's a project I'm involved in right here called the Idols. I'm not involved in. I'm not a developer, or not. I'm not part of the team. I bought into this project. I made a video about this. Some of my earlier videos back, I think it was 2022 when I made a video about the launch. This is the NFT project. I made a video about this NFT project. And I got a couple of NFTs. But what I wanted to do, I wanted to talk about this because I'm involved in the project, and they had just had a bit of an update to the project. So the main thing is that this is called the Idols NFT. There's 10,000 NFTs, but what they did, I think the project have lost, which a lot of projects did since the 2020, 2021, 2022, a boom, lost a little bit of traction within the community. A lot of projects did, but I think it's going to pick up now that the bull market is back. But what was going on is that one of the main features of the Idols is that you guys know NFTs, you have OpenSea, you have LooksRare, other NFT marketplaces. But one of the aspects of the Idols is that these NFTs actually generates passive income by earning Ether. And part of the way it earns Ether is by the sale of NFTs. Like I said, I have a video that explains the whole process. It's called the virtuous cycle. If you want to, I will suggest take a look in the video if you are interested, and if you are somebody who's in the community who have already been in the project and saw the previous video. I'm just giving an update because as of right now, the team has decided to launch a no-loss lottery system. And it's kind of cool because if you guys know, if you ever went through, I think it's called pooltogether.to or something like that. It's a no-loss lottery system. And if you guys know, let's go back a little history, a little detail. So you guys know regular lottery systems in the United States. You go to the store, you buy a ticket, you try to win this mega lottery for millions and billions of dollars. But every time you buy a ticket, you basically lose your money. You buy a ticket for $1, $5, $20, or whatever. You don't win, that money's gone. All together, this is the first time I heard of this completely. This was in the last cycle. What it is that they run a lottery, I think, every single day. The money that you put your money on a platform, and I think for each, let's just say for every 0.01 Ether you have, I think this is how it goes. I cannot remember. For every 0.01 Ether you have, you get a ticket for that amount of Ether. So if you had 0.03 Ether, this is just for example purposes, if you had 0.03 Ether, you would get 3 tickets. So at the end of each day, they put a lottery, and whoever wins, they win a crypto reward. And what they do, and what it is that the funds that you put into the platform is being staked, and is being staked and is earning staked income. And then they take a portion of that staked income, and they dish it out to a lottery winner. So with the Idols NFT, they decided to do a no-loss lottery system. And what it is that, as I said earlier, that these NFTs, each NFT earns passive stETH rewards. So you take your NFT and you're going to deposit your NFT into a multi-sig wallet. As of right now, it's just a multi-sig wallet, because right now this is in a test phase and you're trying to see exactly how this no loss lottery is going to run. If this has become a successful endeavor, the IDOS NFT is going to actually have a smart contract developed, so you could actually go through this without actually go through a multi-sig. But you send your NFTs to the multi-sig wallet. All those NFTs are now earning these stETH rewards, and a portion of those rewards is going to be used to buy NFTs off the floor from the market exchanges, and that NFT is going to be issued out to a lottery winner. So at this point, you can deposit as many IDOS NFTs as you want to the multi-sig wallet. And for every NFT that you have into the multi-sig wallet, you get 1 ticket per day. So as of right now, if you have 2 NFTs in the wallet address, you get 2 tickets per day. And the lottery period is going to run for, I think, a period of 40 days. So if you had 2 tickets a day, 40 days, that would be 80 tickets. Now you can deposit as many IDOs in the address as you want to. And like I said, the rewards earned from each IDO is going to be on that address, but those rewards are going to be used to buy IDOs, to be rewarded to lottery winners, and then 7.5% is going to be directed towards developing a smart contract if the test phase is successful. Otherwise, it's going to be bonded in the IDO's treasury to increase the backing per IDO. So this is kind of cool. I like this. Now, I do know that some people did bring up the issue that it is not decentralized as of yet, and it's not permission because you have to send it to a multi-sig wallet. But, I do trust the community. People who have been in the community, I think we have a trust level with them. Somebody's new, if you don't trust them, you can wait till later on until you can see if the contract has been successful, and then the smart contract was developed, and you can get into the project that way. But as of right now, if you're a veteran to the community, go ahead, check it out. If it's something you want to do. But you have to send your IDOs, like I said, to the multi-sig wallet manually. So this is the website. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. So, which I was going to point out, which I completely missed. So the IDOS NFT, I was stating that you have OpenSea, looks rare, and those other websites, and I think Blur, you can buy NFTs. But what part of the way the IDOS NFT, they generate income is that the IDOS NFT have their own marketplace in which you buy these NFTs instead of buying on OpenSea. And if you buy it from the marketplace, you avoid those fees imposed by OpenSea and those other NFT platforms. And those fees that you avoid the fees that's earned on here, they go right back into the platform, to the IDOS NFT, and then it helps the NFTs earn more passive income. Now, if you go to the IDOS NFT, and if you do want to participate, what you can do, go to your wallet, you can find your NFT on the platform, and what I'll do, I'll put the link to this platform, to the IDOS NFT, in the video description, so you can have the exact link. Because as of right now, the old URL, the .io URL, that's no longer the valid URL anymore. So don't use that one. I'm going to put the official URL in the video descriptions, and I'll just say it here. It's the idos.eth.limo. The idos.eth.limo. That's LIMO. I think that's the official. I'm going to put like I said, the link will be in the description. But to wrap this all up, You go in, you connect your wallet, you find your NFT, you go through here, it says this was mine, and then you will find where it says buy now. It won't say buy now, it'll say transfer. So you go through transfer. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to post, and I'm not going to say the address. I'm going to you go here. Yeah. Go to the website, find the Discord on here, and you connect to the Discord, and then you'll find the actual address that you need to use. Because I don't want to post that here and then it end up being changed or anything. So make sure you go to the official website, connect to the Discord, and then look in the announcements, and you will find the official address where you need to the official multi-sig address where you send your assets to. And if you do that, you will earn a ticket per day, and you have a chance to win a idle NFT. So yeah, guys. So I just want to put this news out there because this is a project I'm involved with, and I don't think anybody make any type of idle NFT news. So I want to put this out there as an explainer. Yeah. And I think that's going to be it for today's video. Kind of like watching this crypto bubbles thing here. Earlier when I connected, most of the things were red, but now they're slowly turning green. Let's see. I always like to trying to find Bitcoin. Where is that? Oh, that's BSV. That's not Bitcoin. What's this? I think that's DAI down here. That's DAI. Bitcoin. Up there it is right there. Bitcoin. 40,171. Yeah, guys. So I didn't kind of expect this video to be this long. Right when I was starting this video, but you know, it is what it is, and we just get through the information as we get through it, no matter how long it takes. But if you stuck around to the end of the video again, guys, I do want to thank you for doing that. Thank you for sticking around. If you guys could do me a favor, like the video, leave a comment on something you liked, or if you'd like to make a suggestion, or if you see make any type of correction to something I've said, please, I welcome the comments in the videos. It helped me out. Also, please subscribe to the channel, and also share this video with someone who you think will benefit from the information I provided today, and any other older videos too. So guys, once again, my name is CryptoGibby, and thank you again for sticking around, and I will see you in the next video. All right, peace.